Hey, just curious, can y'all tell me this? Can y'all tell me how many times y'all saw Aaron Jones do exactly this all game? How many times he hit us with that? Because I lost count. Ooh. So, what did we learn? What did we learn from? I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the season. Just allow me to unwind. What did we learn? Anybody like to volunteer? Well, I learned through this Mike McCarthy era, which needs to be over by tomorrow. I learned that 12-5 doesn't mean shit. I learned that winning 12 games in a season doesn't give you anything. It doesn't mean anything. Certainly should not solidify your job. I completely understand why Packers fans 4 years ago were laughing at us for hiring this dude. I hated the move at first. I really did it. But then I sort of came around to it and I said, you know what, with how many times Mike McCarthy and the Green Bay Packers have shit on us, if there's anybody that knows the weaknesses of the Cowboys, it's Mike McCarthy. But all he's done since being in Dallas is just highlight our weaknesses in January. That's all he's done. Oh, but he put Brady into retirement doesn't mean shit. You know, going 12-5 3 straight seasons, that doesn't hang any fucking banners. Okay? I want Mike McCarthy the fuck out of here because it's not about regular season bullshit. That's how you turn into the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look at the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Look what's going on over there. They're scared of Mike Tomlin. They're scared of getting rid of Mike Tomlin because he hasn't had any losing seasons since he took over for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The thing is, Mike Tomlin has nothing to show for it in the last 15 years. Mike Tomlin has nothing to show for it. Mike Tomlin is the most overrated head coach in the National Football League. Second to him is Mike McCarthy. 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. First round exit, second round exit, first round exit. The thing is, we were first round exits when the NFC was this wide open. Not just the NFC, too, but the whole NFL was this wide open. And we were first round exits anyway. We are the first team to have ever lost a postseason game to a seventh seed. The first team ever. And we didn't just lose, we got blown the fuck out. Hey, 2016 divisional round, anybody? 2021 wild card round, anybody? The most points ever scored against the Dallas Cowboys in postseason franchise history. Tomlin is black, white, Mike McCarthy Absolutely. Yeah, and that's true too, Britton. That that's true also. So let me just bring it back. What did we learn? Well, I learned that Jimmy Johnson not being in the Ring of Honor, that was not the curse. That was never the curse. The curse is the Jones family. The curse is Jerry, Steven, John Steven, Jerry Jr., uh, whatever the social media manager's name is. Was it Candace? I can't fucking remember, but fuck her too. We're never winning anything worthwhile with the Jones family still here. And if this is not the most blatant call, the most obvious, blatant call for the Cowboys fan base to start rebelling and to start boycotting this team, I can't. The crazy thing is people are gonna forget about this by fucking training camp this year. People are gonna completely forget about this by training camp. They're gonna want to give Dak another chance. They're gonna want to give McCarthy another chance. They're gonna want to give Dan Quinn another chance. Because training camp, you start seeing all these highlights by these players and these new acquisitions we fucking got. It's a joke. So, yes, yes. Please draft. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna lose my hair naturally before we even get the chance to fucking shave it. I'd rather listen to your podcast and watch this. Fucking, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I know it's really not saying much, but I do appreciate it anyway. A little bit of collateral damage, but that's fun. I appreciate it. Uh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna keep up with the live streams and things like that. I might do one after the Super Bowl. I don't fucking know because the semester starts for me this week, and I'm also working. But um, the fans need to put their foot down. And I'm just gonna keep harping on this, and I've been harping on it for the last couple seasons. The fans need to put their fucking foot down. It's you go on social media, you go anywhere on social media right now, and you'll see Cowboys fans, saying we got to get rid of Dak, we got to get rid of McCarthy, we got to get rid of Tony Pollard, we got to clean the house, we got to get rid of Dan Quinn, fucking Brian Schottenheimer, got to get rid of Will McClay. Excuse me. I'm thinking if you don't know, if we don't have a perfect idea of who we need to get rid of every time we get knocked out of the postseason, I'm thinking it's the management. I'm thinking it's the ownership and the culture of this team. Can't blame for it. Exactly. Can't blame 49ers anymore. Exactly. That is put beautifully right there. 12-5 doesn't earn you shit. So to all the Cowboys fans that I was getting into it with over the previous offseason about Mike McCarthy being fucking trash, and them wanting to combat that with, oh well, he went 12-5 back-to-back seasons. Here you go. Here you go. Not only did he choke, not only did he shit the bed, he just fucking went out there on national television. Free national television. You didn't need a Peacock subscription for this one. Everybody anywhere was going to be able to watch it. He just went out there and basically kicked the fucking chair in front of God and everybody. That is exactly what he did. I can't comprehend, I don't understand how you can go out there in a home playoff game and look that unprepared as a second seed going up against a seventh seed. Who, by the way, the seventh seed has never won a postseason game until today. Jerry Jones needs to sell the team. It's not that easy. Like, we gotta bully the Jones family out of here. We gotta bully them the fuck out of here. We need to get them the fuck out of here. It goes beyond the players. It goes beyond the coaching. It's not. We've proven time and time and time and time and time and time and time again that we're not just one piece short of being a dynasty. We're not just one piece short of finally winning a six. It's the entire culture surrounding the team. It's the complacent, losing culture that has been here since '96. People are saying that the curse has been lifted because Jimmy Johnson is finally, in the Ring of Honor. I wonder if any of y'all know that Jerry Jones cursed the Cowboys just so that he could win Super Bowl 30 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, just so he could have a, gloat smirking moment over a Jimmy Johnson when they won it with Barry Switzer. Didn't he say he sold his soul or something? No. He said that fucking he said the Cowboys could never win the Super Bowl ever again. He just, as long as they win Super Bowl 30, that's all he cares about. Something along that line. Jerry cursed this fucking team. The Joneses are a fucking curse. If only Jerry was on the Epstein list. Ferguson? Hell yeah. Ferguson, he's been great. He's a dog. He gets in players' faces. He doesn't look like a bitch on the field. And Micah Parsons, you fucking suck too. Mike, you can take those 13 plus sacks and you can shove them up your ass. 3 straight seasons with 13 plus sacks. Fuck you, Micah Parsons. McCarthy, yeah, and this is what I said. This is what I said too. I think I said this after maybe last year, maybe the season before. Mike McCarthy looks like a head coach at least. Mike McCarthy looks like a head coach. Jason Garrett did not look like a head coach. Mike McCarthy looks the part, but looking the part and being the part are two different things. Yeah, I saw that too. It's so funny too how much this team harped and bitched and pissed and moaned about, redemption after getting embarrassed in San Francisco last season. And, they started this whole seize everything bullshit this week going up against Green Bay. Man, get the fuck out of here. And y'all gotta stop with that whiteout shit, because that whiteout postseason shit has never worked out for the fucking team. Enough with the whiteouts. Enough with the seize the day. Enough with the finish the fights. Enough with the why not us. Enough with all of that. How about you just shut the fuck up and go out there and win the fucking game? Hey, DeMarcus Lawrence, remember earlier this week when you said, oh, well, Aaron Jones, we got an answer for him. It's me or some shit like that. Man, fuck you too. You can leave too for all I care. I don't have really any attachment with any of these players. It's time for McCarthy to go. It's time for Dak to go. Dak, everybody wants to give Dak a pass because, oh, well, technically he didn't throw 10 interceptions, during the regular season, which is what he said. And also he led the league in touchdowns, and he's thrown more touchdown passes in a single season than any other Cowboys quarterback before him. And it's like, y'all glaze Dak Prescott so much, and yet he always disappears in the postseason. He always disappears in the postseason. No matter who the head coach is, no matter who the offensive coordinator is, you can't blame Kellen Moore this time. Kellen Moore, at the very least, we got to the conference championship with, or no, not the we got to the divisional round with Kellen Moore. First season with Kellen Moore, we have higher expectations. We got Brandon Cooks, we got Stephon Gilmore, first round exits. First round exits. And in a league this wide open, first round exits, man. I love this hat. I don't even feel like wearing it. I love NWA. I love the Cowboys, but I just can't even look at it. I don't even want to look at my room right now. I don't even want to look at my fucking room right now. Oh, that would be the dumbest shit. People are talking about the Tennessee Titans firing Mike Vrabel. Doing this shit, firing Mike McCarthy and letting Dan Quinn be the head coach, that would be the dumbest fucking thing this team could do. And CeeDee Lamb was pissed off early in the game. I already knew it was going to be like the San Francisco 49ers game, honestly. I mean, god damn, dude. And one of my friends from school is a Packers fan. And he said, man, y'all are about to rape us this week. Oh, man, we're going to get fucking blown out. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a GG already. And I'm like, dude, don't you do that. I told him, don't you fucking do that. You're talking about the Dallas Cowboys in the postseason. Motherfucker, things can happen. Things can fall apart quick. And we just saw it today. I don't know how Dan Quinn thought going into the season. Yeah, these linebackers are fucking terrible. I don't understand how we thought it was a good idea going into the season with little to no reinforcements for our offensive line and no real plan at running back either. It's a disgrace. If you ask me, fuck Dak Prescott and his contract. You can't win in January. 2-5 in the postseason. 2-5 in the postseason. Get the fuck out of here. Mike McCarthy, get the fuck out of here. Mike McCarthy, you've won one postseason game, and you're 1-3 in your time as a Dallas Cowboy. Get the fuck out of here. 12-5 sounds cute. It sounds cute. Winning the division, it sounds cute, sure, but the standard isn't high enough. 12-5 doesn't get you shit. 12-5 doesn't hang any fucking banners. 12-5 isn't lifting any fucking Lombardis in the air. Yeah, Dak Prescott, he just can't do it. He just like that Buccaneers game in the wild card round last year, man. People want to give Dak all the credit in the world because he threw 5 touchdown passes and we ended Brady's career. Man, y'all fucking realize that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the wild card round last year, they were the only team in the NFL to make the postseason with a losing record. Y'all realize that, right? Even with Tom Brady, who y'all want to focus on so that when, sounds good, so that when sounds better, but when you actually look at it for what it is, especially with it being a wild card game, it doesn't mean shit. Yeah, I could agree with that. Maybe if you send him somewhere else, I don't know, maybe it could happen, but it ain't gonna happen here. Dak Prescott, you need to go. This was your prove a year and you fucking failed. I don't give a fuck if you only threw 9 interceptions in the regular season. Bitch, you threw 2 or 3 today. One of them was a pick six. Get the fuck out of here. You look like shit the entire game. You struggled badly against like the 30th ranked pass defense in the National Football League. You are fucking trash. There are absolutely no excuses that you can get from me. We had a healthy offensive line. You were going against one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL, and you had the best wide receiver in the NFL. You overthrew Tony Pollard early in the game. You threw a pick six. You made multiple dumbass reads. Nobody knows what the fuck happened to you today. You're cooked. Okay, 8 years has been long enough. You're not getting any more excuses, and you're not getting any more money. You need to fucking go. It's time for you to go. Okay, but the Packers diss track one of our draft picks will what? the yeah, our yeah, yeah, you know what Law Nation is gonna say tomorrow? You wanna know what Law Nation is gonna say tomorrow? And Cowboy fan pages like him, like Cowboys Can Fam and on Instagram, shit like that. They're gonna say, "Hey guys, look at how many views that the Cowboys and Packers wild card game got. Oh, it was the most viewed wild card game in NFL history or some bullshit like that." And they still say we aren't America's team. It's like, dog, you are such a fucking sellout. You are a sellout. You are a piece of shit. You are complete. You don't give a fuck, dude. You are manipulating your fan base so that you can get more revenue, so that you can get more engagement. I don't want to hear a fucking thing about America's team. I don't want to hear a fucking thing about how many jerseys we sold, how many viewers we had in this game, because you know what you're doing? All you're doing is just you're flexing about how much money there is in another man's wallet. That's basically what you're doing. You're flexing about how much money is going to go into Jerry Jones's fucking helicopter, gas for his helicopter. At this at this rate, Micah isn't winning a ring in Dallas, and he shouldn't. What the fuck did he do today? Did he do anything? Did he even get a pressure on Jordan Love? He finally drew two, the referees were finally fair and balanced. They finally, threw 2 holding penalties early in the game, too, for the first time in fucking months. But even that couldn't help us. I'm done with Micah Parsons, too. I don't give a shit, man. I'm done with all of these fucking guys. They're all frauds and they're all fucking losers, dog. From Jerry to Steven to Will McClay to Dak to fucking Micah Parsons. At this point, I want to say trade CeeDee Lamb and see if we can get some picks from him or some shit, because this is embarrassing, dude. You just can't. I don't understand how it's possible that you go out there against a 7th seed, NFC's champs, and you look that unprepared. You look that undisciplined. People, I can see Cowboys fans still wanting to give Mike McCarthy a pass because do you know how hard it is to have 3 straight 12-win seasons in the National Football League? Do you know how hard it is to have three straight seasons of being the most fucking undisciplined team in the National Football League, dude. Do you have any idea how hard it is to choke against conference rivals for three consecutive postseasons? Talk about that shit. But instead, you want to give him a pass because, oh, he made us look pretty in the postseason. Lipstick on a pig. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about any of that shit. People wanted me to do a Cowboys funeral leading up to the divisional round game. I couldn't even do it. Couldn't even get that far. In an NFC conference this wide open, but sees everything, right? Man, fuck all of y'all. Fuck Mike McCarthy. And fuck Dak Prescott, too. Yes! That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh, but I bet if Josh Allen had a performance like that, they wouldn't be crucifying him as much. But in the same breath, by the way, we're America's team. Look how many viewers we pulled in the game that we lost today. And I'm gonna keep on saying this. Y'all love the spotlight, but when that same spotlight is pointed at our flaws, at our shortcomings, especially in the postseason, suddenly y'all hate the spotlight. Suddenly y'all don't want to be America's team. So it's rah-rah in America's team when they're talking about how good the Cowboys are doing and talking about how great Dak Prescott has been. But when he shits the bed and that same exact spotlight is pointed on that, all of a sudden, oh, the media loves to dick ride us and treat us so unfairly. Man, y'all are fucking stupid. You don't know your team. That's how I know y'all are new to this shit. Because this media bias has been happening to us even before we were called America's team back in the fucking early 80s. It's been happening damn near as long as we've been a franchise. But y'all talk about this shit like it's new. Like y'all just made some immaculate discovery. Man, Law Nation will never shut the fuck up about that. I don't give a fuck about Josh Allen. I don't give a fuck about the Kansas City Chiefs and, oh, you think the Dallas Cowboys are shit because they're going through the longest drought in franchise history, 28 years now. But, you know, the San Francisco 49ers, their drought is longer. I'm not a San Francisco 40 fucking Niners fan, homie. I'm not a fucking 49ers fan. I don't give a fuck about the San Francisco 49ers. That doesn't mean shit to me. I'm not a fan of the Eagles. I'm not a fan of the Bills. I'm not a fan of the Niners. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs. I'm not a fan of the fucking Packers. I'm not a fan of the Lions. None of that shit you just said applies to us. You're making excuses for them. You're making excuses for them being ass and choking in the postseason. Y'all need to get the fuck on and make another fan base look like bitches. Talking about the ratings, talking about how many views we got. Say, oh yeah, we suck, but these other teams suck worse. So as long as we're not the Browns, I really don't care if we never win another Super Bowl again. Fuck you guys. I hate the casuals in this fan base. I hate it so much. Another one too. You know what's crazy? It happened. Fuck, man, it happened again. I mean, Jordan. Excuse me. Technically, Jordan Love isn't a rookie, but in his. Excuse me. Coke makes me bloated. In his first year as a starter for the Packers, he beat Dak Prescott in his first postseason debut when Dak Prescott is in his 8th fucking season. 8th year fucking veteran. Hey guys, what the fuck did Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, do last year? And this is the dude that we want as our franchise quarterback, man. I don't give a fuck about those 36 or 32 touchdown passes that he threw. How many did he throw today? How many pick sixes did he throw today? How many INTs did he throw today? How many yards did he and CeeDee Lamb link up for? Fuck Dak Prescott. I'm done with him. Absolutely done with him. Oh, I like Jim Harbaugh too. Me too. I would love Jim Harbaugh. I would love for him to be here. Would it make a difference him being here? Fuck no. It's exactly like you said. When you look at a team and you evaluate their odds for winning a Super Bowl during the year, during the season or off season, you got to look at the top. Anybody can fucking look at their roster and go, "Oh, we have all these receivers. We have a nice offensive line. We have a MVP front runner at quarterback. We got this. We got that. We have this new doomsday Dan Quinn defense. It all looks good on paper." It's like, look at this beautiful Titanic we got, but you got to look at the captain. You got to look at the captain steering the ship, and we've had a drunk captain steering this fucking ship for 28 consecutive seasons. I don't want another Titanic. I want a new captain. That's what I'm looking for. I almost went to this game too because the standing room only tickets for this game were cheap as fuck. $45. I'm glad I did. Honestly, I kind of wish I went. I would have incited a riot. Fuck, dude. Yeah. Against a better opponent. Against the 4th seed. What the Browns go 11-6? Crazy. You and Shingo, probably the most honest content creators who I've been here since 2015. I really appreciate it. Jacob King, huge round of applause for Jacob King being here for as long as I've been on YouTube. It'll be 9 years for me this September. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you to all 10 of you that have tuned in. I really appreciate it and sharing the misery that we're all in. You've been working all day. Who is to blame? I can't tell you. I can't. Jerry is who you blame. Jerry, Steven, Jerry Jr., John Steven, all of them. Like that's the thing. I can't even tell you. That's why I said earlier. If it's not clear whose fault it is, if it's not clear whether we just need a new coach or we just need a new quarterback, we just need this or we just need that, we got to look at management. We got to look at ownership for this fucking sad ass team. Organizational. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, no, you're good, Travis Frederick Company. Don't worry about it. But yes, there you go. Yep, the longest drought in franchise history. It continues, but you know what, Cowboys fans, the casuals in the fan base, they don't give a fuck because the San Francisco 49ers, their drought is longer than ours, but the media doesn't give them any attention. I don't give a fuck about the San Francisco 49ers. You know why? Because I am a fucking goddamn Dallas Cowboys fan. What they do in San Francisco doesn't mean shit to me. What they do in Baltimore doesn't mean shit to me. Buffalo, Kansas City, Cleveland, Houston, all that shit doesn't fucking mean anything to me, dog. I'm a Dallas fucking Cowboys fan. I don't care about any of those other teams. Making those excuses doesn't make me feel better, dude. And if it makes you feel better, you're part of the problem. You're part of the fucking problem. As long as we're not the Browns. Okay, so if the Browns never win a Super Bowl, you don't give a fuck if we don't ever win a Super Bowl again? You're part of the problem. You're complacent. You got a losing mentality. Take your ass to some other fan base, make another fan base look bad. Okay, we have enough casuals in this fan base that dick like Jerry Jones. I'm done with it. Fed up with the dick riding. until Jerry dies, until Steven dies. I'm done with all of them. I have a good feeling this might. Sorry, I got contacts in. My eyes have been bugging me all day. I have a good feeling this might be the year that the 80% might wake up. I don't think so. You know. Oh, did we score 32? I started this shit when it was like 48-24. What was the final score? Fucking 63-32. How do you feel if the Packers get blown out by the Niners? Hey, I'll say this about the Packers. With how they played today, if I am a San Francisco 49ers fan, because with this win, they are 100% traveling to Santa Clara. If I'm a Niners fan, I'm scared shitless because the Green Bay Packers have yet another franchise quarterback. I don't care if we got Christian McCaffrey. I don't care if we got Brock Purdy, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. I don't care if we got home field advantage throughout the postseason. I am scared, fucking shitless, and terrified of this team. I'm scared. They just completely shut down our pass attack when they were 30th ranked all year. Like, but if they get blown out by San Francisco, I'll give my buddy who's a Packers fan, I'll give him a pat on the back and be like, hey, we know that all too goddamn well, but they have to get y'all back eventually. Yeah, no, but back to what you said, Travis Frederick Company. I look at this fan base and I compare it to Disney's fan base. I make the I say that the Dallas Cowboys are the Disney of the NFL so much because we don't do shit anymore. We don't do anything anymore. Instead, all we do is just reminisce about how good we used to be. We just produce shit after shit after shit after shit after shit. But the fans, for whatever fucking reason, it's like they're programmed. It's like they're fucking brainwashed into thinking that nobody can touch us, that we're just the best. You know, it's not enough to not spend your money on this team and not go to the games anymore. It's not enough to do that. People got to start standing outside AT&T Stadium telling fans don't fucking go in. We got to start holding up signs and shit. We need action. We need action in Dallas. We got to bully them the fuck out of here, man. It's not enough. The fan base is programmed. And I get it. Everybody loves, a good football game. Go to a high school game. Fuck. The high school games are objectively better than, any Cowboys game in the last 3 decades. They host high school playoff games in AT&T Stadium, and you can get good seats for dirt cheap too. Go to those. Please go to those. Fuck, dude. Cue the still five. Man, I've heard, I will say over the years, I have heard that phrase a lot less. I've heard that a lot less, especially since the Eagles won their Super Bowl. But yeah, we still need a 180 when it comes to the culture and the mentality of this team and of this fan base, because the fan base enables the Jones family into, to still keep nosediving the fucking team. The franchise is doing great, but the franchise accomplishments do not equate to team accomplishments. Again, I said this so many times over the offseason too. I am a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, the team. The franchise, I don't give a fuck about. I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboys, the team. Hearing about merchandise sales and how many viewers we pulled on Thanksgiving or how many viewers we pulled in the fucking postseason game that we lost, none of that fucking means anything to me. I am about wins and losses in the postseason. All that other extra little bullshit, I don't give a fuck about. It's not about the franchise. It's not about the brand. It's about the fucking team that made the brand in the first place. Oh yeah, Texas high school. Fuck, forget about it. Texas high school ball is fucking insane, and I am very blessed and thankful to be able for the opportunity to be able to ref those games. I love it every single time. Every year, it keeps, the learning experiences never stop. But yeah, high school Texas football, fucking outstanding. It's actually Dak, he shit that sleep number like fuck, dude. And that's another thing. Do you guys remember Tony Romo having this many advertisements? Do you guys remember Tony Romo holding up that many cups of yogurt and sleeping in that many fucking sleep number beds? Ugh. Mesquite High School. There you go. One of my parents went to Highland Park, so we watched them pretty closely. Go Scots. I was homeschooled, so I'm not claimed by any school. But yeah. Where do we go from here? You start going after the top. You go after the top. It starts at the top. When you evaluate a team's odds of winning the Super Bowl, it starts at the top. If you don't have a sober captain steering the ship, it doesn't fucking matter if you got the Titanic. That shit is going into the fucking iceberg any goddamn way. So we got to start at the top and then work our way down. Because once we get the top right, everything else is easy in comparison. Because we've been trying to do it the other way around for the last 30 years. Bill Parcells, Jason Garrett, Mike fucking McCarthy. But at the end of the day, at the end of the goddamn day, I want y'all to answer me this. Who immediately fired the greatest head coach in franchise history? Tom Landry. Who immediately fired Tom Landry, and who also had a zero tolerance policy and ran our second greatest head coach in franchise history out of town after he won us back-to-back Super Bowls? So gets rid of those two, but in the same breath keeps Jason Garrett for like over 10 seasons. It wasn't Dak Prescott, I can tell you that much. Dak Prescott, he needs to go too. But to all the Cowboys fans right now, going after McCarthy or going after Dak Prescott, you got to take into account the dude that is writing their fucking checks. I saw someone comment during the game. It was like, okay, so Dak Prescott gave up 30 points, by halftime. So it's Dak Prescott. Or no, someone was saying, oh, so Dan Quinn threw a pick six. No, there's someone above them writing their fucking checks. Go after him. We gotta fucking bully this family out of Dallas, dude. We need mass protests to get them the fuck out. We need to Dan Snyder this dude. Somebody please vote him the fuck out and force him to sell his team. God damn, dude. At least Romo got play from Jessica Simpson. Absolutely. Anyways, man. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. January 6th was awful. Okay, it was awful. It's just a display of political extremism, which is a huge problem on both sides. January 6th, hate it. But I will give January 6th respect for this. They went after the people at the top. They were bold enough to go after the people. Well, they were able to go after the people at the top. I'm assuming those people live around the DC area. They went after the people at the top. They weren't just going after like random shop owners or anything. They aimed up here. Okay? Okay? Don't take this out of context. I could at the very least appreciate that aspect of going after the elites, going after the elites that are responsible for so much bullshit and corruption, because I'm a fan of a team that is run by the most corrupt sack of shit in the history of sports, dude. So, one of the biggest sellouts in team history. So, go ahead, start, making your polls online about fucking, who should we hire? Mike Vrabel, Jim Harbaugh, Bill Belichick. Do you guys want JJ McCarthy as our quarterback? Go ahead, start all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to be sitting back here knowing exactly what I'm going to get the next season, and the season after that, and the season after that, and the season after that, because the bottom line is, it's not them. It's the elites. The elites up here. Something's got to change with them. Serious. Fucking serious. It starts at the top. And we need to fucking get them out. We need to stop going to games. Stop giving them our fucking money. Okay, find something else to get your dad for Christmas. Find something else to get your son for Christmas. Get him a fucking Game Boy SP. Alright, don't give him something with the star on it. Fed up with this shit. But with that being said, I'll be enjoying the rest of these playoffs. It's really shaping up to be 49ers versus Baltimore. We'll just fuck it. We'll see. Another disappointing end to a very disappointing season. Got bitched out by San Francisco back in October. Thought we were going to have round 2. We're going to seize everything, right? Just to get bitched out round fucking 1 versus a 7th seed Green Bay Packers team with a brand new quarterback, brand new fucking everything, really. That's the youngest team in the National Football League, and we couldn't do dick about it. Mike McCarthy, I don't give a fuck about any of your 12-5 seasons. You have failed as the Dallas Cowboys head coach miserably. And I know a lot of it was out of your control because of the curse that the Joneses have brought onto this team, but that still doesn't excuse you rolling in here with probably the worst fucking game plan you could have ever brought here. And constantly getting just the shit pounded out of you by our conference rivals. The Packers and the 49ers, dude, you need to be gone fucking tomorrow morning. This team is a disgrace, and it's time for the complacency to end. It's time for it to end. So that's really how I feel about this team. I've been avoiding getting a haircut for the last couple of months because I'm like, well, that's fucking stupid. You know, paid $20 for a haircut just to get it shaved off eventually. You know, if that were to happen, but you know, I'm gonna get on the phone tomorrow and make my appointment. I'm gonna make my appointment. I'm gonna, you know, get rid of, you know, take off some inches of this. Maybe get rid of this too by the end of the week. I don't fucking know. But anyways, it's been a ride. You know, I'll still see you guys every now and then, but and the holy shit. This is corny as shit, but I just want to say the growth of this channel has been insane. We started with like 300 subscribers at the beginning of the year, and now I'm at like 430 or something like that. Like I usually don't care about shit like that, but it just stuck out to me, and it does mean a lot to me. I think it's probably been the community posts. Um, you know, probably just me still being active and posting shit throughout the week. I just appreciate everything. Y'all tuning into these streams every single week. I just appreciate it very much. So thank you guys. I posted um, my predictions for how this entire postseason was going to turn out. I posted them yesterday or maybe day before. They've gone completely fucking awry. Um, but anyways, man, season's over. The corruption and the complacency, it needs to stop. Everybody on this team can fucking kick rocks. They all let us down today. You can't single out Dak. You can't single out CeeDee Lamb. You can't single out Micah Parsons. This was, as one of y'all said earlier, this was an organizational fucking L of epic proportions. So much expectations for this team, man. In a conference that is as wide open as it probably will ever get. We will probably never see either the AFC or NFC being this wide open ever again, and we've went fucking one and done, dude. Giants Killer 101. I don't see you in the chat very often, although I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, and your name just reminded me of something. You know, some people were going into this game saying that this is for Dez. Oh, I hope when CeeDee Lamb gets a touchdown, I hope he throws up the X. Man, y'all need to fucking stop slurping and burping Dez Bryant. Please shut the fuck up about Dez. Dez has nothing to do with this team. He has nothing to do with what's going on here. Fuck Dez Bryant. I hate that two-faced motherfucker, dude. Dez Bryant is a diva. He's a flip-flopping, two-faced piece of fucking trash. And he put that completely on display when we cut him back in 2017 and the events that followed. Fuck Dez. That being said, I'm signing out for real. I'll see you guys soon. It's always go Cowboys, but this team is a joke. This team is an absolute joke. Anyways, enjoy y'all's night. Enjoy the Rams versus Lions. See you guys next time. Congratulations, Green Bay Packer fans. And peace.